I just want to offer to you that if you are forging a new path, things are going to feel really unfamiliar and dangerous and unsafe. Um, but I urge you to sit in that place that's on the edge. It's so uncomfortable. I know, I'm there. Pushing through to something new, no matter in how you're doing it, in your habits, in your body, in the way you conduct your relationships, it is very difficult to make those initial new neural pathways. But what I will offer is what feels safe probably does not serve you. And the reason that you're trying to change is because there's something in that behavior that doesn't, that is not, no, it's no longer right for you. It probably did serve a purpose in its time. Or maybe that's just where the level at which you could rise to. But as you push forth, you have to do things you haven't done before. And you also have to have faith in the ability that you can do them. And it's tough. It's so tough. It's so easy to back into the things that either we know are our gifts and are good at, or make the excuse of what we're not good at. I do that all the time. Well, I'm not good at that. I just decided I wasn't good with that at that once again. Like here's another limitation I just uttered to put myself in that position once again. And I do it unconsciously. I do it without even thinking about it. I say, "Oh yeah, that's just not for me. That's not my way." Why not? Why isn't that my way? No, that's an excuse. And it's rationalization and it's your ego keeping you safe, because to do the other is to go in a place you haven't been before, which feels really unsafe. It feels really exposed and it feels really uncomfortable. So even if your old way wasn't really toxic, it's still not going to get you to where you want to go. And I'm like ranting at the screen, but this is so really for me. This is about, if I want to get somewhere new, I have to take the first step off the place that I know. I have to take that first step in complete faith, so that, trying to remember what movie it is where the person takes a step and then the ground is created underneath their feet, and then another step and the ground is created underneath their feet. Because if you step off with hesitation, you will fall. If you step off with a lack of faith in yourself, you will fall. If you've done the reps, take the step. I urge you to take the step, because the worst case scenario is failure, which means that particular step isn't the right step, but that doesn't mean that where you're going is wrong. It just means that method isn't for you. Pivot, try again. Try again. And again, I'm speaking to you at large about my own experience, because these are things that I speak to a lot of people about, and they share it. Like, they share the same feelings where, they're really in the middle of something dynamic, and just when they could push through, they back down. And I myself have been to this precipice before. And I either allow myself to start a new project or just not push through to a new place. And I don't want that anymore. And really what climbing the mountain this past summer taught me is that those excuses really don't hold water if you sit with them and you look at them and you look at the underneath why. The reasons sound so compelling, but they're not the truth. They're not the truth. If you want to make a change, you have to rally around yourself and call on all your reserves and ask for help. Ask for help. Even if it's just in the form of a cheerleader, ask for help. Ask for support. So, as I attempt my new method today, I am right there next to you if you are trying one. And I'm happy to be your sounding board if you want to leave a post on what you did different today. I'll leave mine down below. Did you try a different method to a problem that you're trying to break through? Did you step out in a way that you never have before? Give it a go. Give it a go. Because it's the daring that reach those places that other people don't. Scary but true. And so think about that today. Something you want to do but you haven't. The stories that stop you, and how you're going to sidestep that old story to move ahead and get some, build some power moving forward, build some momentum. And I will see you tomorrow.